Why, hello. Hey there. How is it going? We have Jess, Nightshade Pony, Philip Clay, Jess again. One Love, welcome. Gwennifer, welcome. You just found my channel. Happy to have you here. So, I am here. I just washed my hair like an hour ago, and it's like nice and floofy and curly, and it's soft and it feels nice, and I'm just like enjoying that. I love hair washing day. Hair washing day is amazing. Lauren, you're here as well. That's the first message I see from you. Hello, Sora. Hello. Welcome everybody. Today's stream is going to be a mixture of just chatting and also probably some Project Zomboid. That is also probably going to be happening. Stevie, hey, how's it going? I'm doing good. I had a crazy day today. Sundays are usually a day full of work for me. I work a lot on Sundays. And I had to work a double today, and we were down 2 people. And so I had to do a lot of stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I had to do a lot of stuff. So I am recovering from work, and here I am. I'm here to stream. So YouTube didn't like your anti-Trump comment. Yeah, that seems like that may be a something we might see more of in the future, probably. Pragmatic Crystal, welcome. Not Maria, welcome. Hello, that sounds stressful. It was a little stressful, but you know what? I'm good at my job, and it was a day, but we got through it. It was all good. Everything all's well that ends well, I suppose. So I did have help from people. There were people at my work that helped me out quite a bit, but I definitely had to do like a lot. I had to do so much. You did your interview today for Walmart? Oh, okay. Well, good luck. I don't know if Walmart is necessarily a great place to work. I've never worked there. I've not heard good things about it, but it's probably pretty easy to get a job at Walmart. So, you know, a job's a job. So I get it. First stream, I helped you come out in November. Oh, that's really lovely. Well, thank you for being here. And I'm glad that I was able to be a positive influence and stuff like that. That's why I'm here. That's what I'm trying to do. McCotton, welcome. I usually wash your hair every day because it's prone to getting oily. My hair used to get oily pretty quickly, but I wash my hair once a week now. So I only wash it once a week. Once every, like, at most every 5 days is like at most what I'll do, but I try to do it once a week. And I do feel like it's been better for my hair. My hair's definitely gotten a lot healthier since I've started like taking care of it, having a proper hair care routine. I used to think my hair was just wavy. I was one of those people where I was like, oh, I just have wavy hair. But then I started taking care of my hair and I was like, oh, wait, it's actually curly. I just was not doing great with it. Recovering from work is such a mood. Yeah, it's like an almost everyday mood. Hello, everyone. Hope people are able to enjoy the calm before the storm. Yeah, tomorrow's going to be the storm for sure. It's going to be pretty wild. There's going to be, I think Trump said something like 100 executive orders tomorrow. So that's going to be what we have to look forward to. I swear that like the lights cast a shadow that makes it look like my mascara has transferred onto my eyelids, but it like hasn't. I also have some veins up there that I think are showing through a little bit, but like I get so paranoid because my mascara transfers on I have such hooded eyelids that like my mascara will like literally transfer onto my eyelids. It's great. Love it. I have shelves above my eyes. So overnights are so rough. Good luck. Oh, sorry, I didn't see the one above that. Applied for an overnight stalking job. Well, that doesn't sound like too bad. And then the one you applied at calls you by your preferred name and pronouns. That's huge. That's pretty massive. I had to transfer stores when I came out. When I came out, the store that I was at had a really hard time adjusting to it, and it was just like the work culture at my previous store was just like not good. The people there were just like very cliquey, and it was just like it was kind of a toxic work culture. And so yeah, when I came out, I tried for about 2 or 3 months at the store I was at, and then I had to transfer to a new store. And now that I'm at this new store that I've been at for like, I don't know, 8 months, maybe like 9 months, it's been like a lot better. It's been so much better. It's been, I feel respected. You know, it's great. So um Valkyriana, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Time to sew some more anti-Trump patches on your jackets. Nice. I'm having so much hair loss, they got it bleached to dye, so I'm thinking I might need some hair oil. You don't know which one to get though. So I use jojoba oil or tea tree oil. Those are the two that I use in my hair. I know argan is also pretty popular. Um, but those two I definitely recommend. Alex from the Discord. Oh, okay. I definitely recognize that. Welcome. Welcome. It's definitely weird. Like everyone has like a different YouTube name to their Discord name. So I like sometimes have a hard time recognizing people. Hello, Jackie. Welcome. And Crazy Wolf. Welcome. Yeah, so we're gonna be just chatting for now. We will talk about, you know, stuff and things, and then after that maybe we will jump into some Project Zomboid. That's kind of been like the format of my streams, has been just like chatting for a minute, chilling, chatting, and then I usually jump into some Zomboid and play a bit of that after a while. You forgot to change it. Oh, that's fine. It's totally fine. I get it. GP Harlock, welcome. Welcome everybody. Red Eclipse, welcome. First time being to a stream. Nice. Happy to have you here. It's definitely going to be a chill stream. We're just going to try to not freak out over the fact that tomorrow is inauguration. We'll talk about it. Do I have a Blue Sky account? There's a lot of community over there. I focus on the transgender community. Help me deal with the stress the future holds. Yes, I do have a Blue Sky. It's like not very like I have like maybe 200 followers or something like that, like not very many followers. I have a hard time, like I never used Twitter ever, like I was never a Twitter person, and then I got the Blue Sky and I have a really hard time like figuring out like I just don't think to post my random thoughts, and then like I don't know, I'm not used to that kind of like that kind of thing. So it's been kind of interesting, you know. I'll grow on Blue Sky. Yeah, I need to post though. Like I don't post is kind of the issue. Like I'm sure I would grow if I actually posted something, but like I have like a thought. Like I like every 2 weeks or something, I'll be like, oh crap, I haven't posted on Blue Sky in forever. I need to figure out something to post on Blue Sky. And then I'll just like sit there for a minute and be like, yeah, okay, there's a thought that I can post on Blue Sky. They encourage adding alt text so it's more accessible to people. That's cool. You have not played Zomboid in so long. Well, they just had the recent Build 42 update, so it's actually a good time to jump into Zomboid if you haven't played in a while. It's honestly, Build 42 has brought back a lot of excitement for me with the game, and it's kind of really made like I'm playing vanilla right now on Build 42, the unstable branch, no mods, and I'm enjoying it, which is kind of crazy. I saw a new person. See you, Sarah. Hey, welcome. First stream. Hi, welcome. Happy to have you. Just scared for people I love and care about. Yeah, I'm sure we're all scared, and we definitely have reasons to be afraid. I'm not saying we don't. We definitely do. I think there's going to be a lot of showboating that we're going to see in this next administration, combined with some pretty harmful stuff. There's going to be some pretty harmful stuff they do, but there's going to be a lot of like what happened in the first term, where it's going to be a lot of talk, a lot of smoke and mirrors. Najan, welcome. Welcome. One love. I find it bizarre that inauguration day is on Martin Luther King Day. One man for equality and justice. Yeah, there's just a fart in the system. Yeah. Yeah, true. 1981, the 50 or so Iranian hostages were released after 444 days. Apparently, they were held until after he was out of office. Yeah, those hostages, hear me roar. If you can let me know if I'm correct on this. I'm pretty sure that was a very similar situation to like what we've seen with the hostage negotiation with the ceasefire deal with Israel and Palestine, or like Gaza or whatever. It's like essentially that like Netanyahu waited to release or to do the ceasefire deal until he could give credit to Trump. Like that's basically what just happened, and that's very similar to what happened in the past as well, with the Iranian hostages. So this is like this kind of thing has happened before. And then on top of that, there's the TikTok thing, which we can talk about if people want. TikTok was banned and then unbanned after like 11 hours. And there were like 17 different messages and like literal TikToks of the CEO of ByteDance being like, oh, Daddy Trump saved the platform. Oh my gosh, he saved us. Oh my gosh, we love Daddy Trump. And it was disheartening to see all of that unfold. Unfortunately, I do have to say, due to the positioning of him with the ceasefire deal stuff, taking credit for it, and as well with the TikTok unbanning thing, he looks good to the eye of the random individual. It's unfortunate, but like optically right now he's gonna have a strong start, which is really unfortunate. I bet his inauguration speech is going to be him bragging like crazy about those two things while also saying a bunch of stuff. And okay, you have not heard about this TikTok thing? Yeah, I don't. Yeah, TikTok got banned. It was down for like 11 hours, and then they were like, "Oh, we can resume functioning because of Trump. Because of Trump." You just joined a Patreon as a supporter plus. Thank you so much, Jackie. That means a lot. Honestly, I want to start working towards having like maybe an editor or something like that. And I don't want to be one of those YouTubers that pays someone literally nothing to do work. Because like editing is actually kind of a lot of work. I hate editing, and I feel like if I could focus more on just recording videos, it would help me a lot with putting out content reliably, maybe even increasing the amount of content I can put out. A president can only run 2 terms in the total lifetime. Yeah, so we just got to get through these next 4 years. But I mean, I'm curious to see what happens to the MAGA movement when it hits the end, like when we're at the end of his term and stuff. I'm interested to see, because I personally don't think anyone can do what Trump does. I personally think that there's not a single person on the face of this earth that can like take that mantle and actually like continue on the MAGA bloodline or whatever. Like I think it's just gonna falter the second that Trump is not in the picture anymore. Since election day, I've gone from panic to doom spiral to now radical defiance. Yeah, like so here's the thing. Here's the thing that I want to make very clear about the next 4 years and the next term. I see a lot of people saying like, hey, like we need to be really concerned. They're gonna try to like remove us from existence forcefully, that kind of stuff. And like there's gonna be a lot of fear, and there's probably gonna be some legislation passed against us as a community, but like they cannot stop us from existing entirely, and they can't just like get rid of us. Like we are here to stay. And so you just need to be prepared for the potential, like be prepared to take your own treatment into your own hands, if that makes sense. I'm not giving you medical advice. Obviously, being under the supervision of a doctor is the most preferable thing ever. But like if for some reason that were to be made illegal, then we need to be prepared for that eventuality. Like I'm not saying it's inevitable. That made it sound like it was inevitable, but like it's possible. It could happen. And that doesn't mean that you need to detransition, or you need to stop being trans, because that's not how this works. Like we will find a way. Like there are ways to get access to this stuff, and we will find ways to maintain our lives. And um it's gonna be rough though. It's definitely, there's gonna be a lot of like honestly, the worst part about the next 4 years, it's gonna be the bigotry. The bigotry is gonna be immense. It's gonna embolden a lot of people. And like, for real, like, you just got to be careful about the way you talk to people. You know, if you have the ability to stealth, I don't think that like idolizing stealthing is a good thing, but there is definitely an element of safety to that, like especially if you live in a deep red area. um so just like, you know, the doom spiraling is not going to help, because that just like helps the other side. Like, people want us to doom spiral because that, like, if they basically, they want to scare us back into the closet. They want to make it seem like it's an inevitability that we're going to lose our health care. It's an inevitability that we're going to be removed from public life, whatever that means. And so like, they just want to try to scare us back into the closet, but we don't need to accept that. Like, we really don't need to accept that. And I think that like surviving out of spite, like radical defiance, like let your life be a testament to the fact that we are here to stay, that like, this is not a fad, this is not a social contagion. Like, I am trans, and that's not ever changing. It doesn't matter who's president, it doesn't matter what laws passed, it doesn't matter what they try to force on me. Like, there are people that are living in Florida right now that have lived there through the entirety of these transphobic bills and everything. And so like, you know, like, we just kind of, I hate to say it, but like, we just got to kind of deal with it. You know, we just kind of got to deal with it. Uh oh, Amber, welcome. Hello, hello. I'm trying to read everyone. I'm sorry, I might get stuck on a point for a while, but I'm gonna try to keep up with chat here. TikTok going MAGA like Twitter. I have not seen if TikTok is going MAGA yet. I honestly haven't scrolled on it since it got unbanned. I'm sure there are going to be a lot of gullible people that like just are excited to have their platform back, and therefore like thank, you know, Trump for that, even though they don't realize that like, he's the reason it was going to be banned in the first place. Like, he was the one that started this whole thing. His party was the party that started this whole thing. I think people going to Red Note was really an unexpected but funny turn because of what ended up happening. Yeah, true. They all want they want all the platforms. Yeah. Well, is YouTube really MAGA? Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like YouTube. I don't know. YouTube definitely serves me the content that I want to see, and I don't get a lot of hate engagement. I do get some hate engagement, but like, I feel like TikTok, even before everything happened, I was getting the most hate engagement on TikTok. Like, TikTok was the place I was getting the most transphobic comments. It was the place that people were like dogpiling me on my transition timelines and stuff like that. That was like, out of every other platform I've been on, that's the worst one. I'm not on Facebook, so I don't know about that. Clear lines of demarcation are good. Glad people are going to Red Note. I saw some funny videos about that. People just like scrolling through it and stuff. It's kind of interesting. Heard it got banned. I did not know it came back. Yeah, it got banned, and then it got like unbanned basically because it was a really dumb, like, essentially like, the CEO, I think, just wanted to cozy up to Daddy Trump basically, because like, oh boy, I don't know how to get into all this, but essentially like, Biden said he was not going to enforce the ban, and nothing has changed in the past 11 hours. There was no executive order signed, nothing. The reason why TikTok is back online is because of a promise of an executive order tomorrow. So technically, the law is still in effect, and TikTok is still banned, and like, they're breaking the law right now. And so like, this is all showboaty. Like, this is all just to give Trump credit for something that's like, it's stupid. It's just really stupid. It's all an optics thing. No, the cats are being goofy. Let's see here. Long live long form content. Agreed. So TikTok is back. Yes. Welcome to YouTube, by the way. Are you looking for a writer? I can write scripts and stuff. I don't script my videos. I do like bullet points or something, like talking points, but I don't script my videos. Everyone was worried about the VP and then found out that he's weird and probably ignored it. We shall not be erased. True. I've backstocked and I have about 9 months of estrogen just in case something happens. I am also backstocking. I'm gonna save up about a year worth. Uh, and that's I recommend that for anyone. Like if you can convince your doctor, talk to your doctor or your nurse or whatever. If you can convince them to increase your dose, like let's say you're on, I don't know, 4 milligrams of like the oral a day or whatever, maybe you can get them to increase it to 6 or 8 and you can backstock that medicine with injections. I know if you're on injections, like you can get a vial like every month, and then it's definitely like more than a month worth of estrogen. So I do recommend doing that as well. Anyone that can backstock anything, do that, please. That's a good idea. A lot of left-leaning legal agencies are getting ready to do a lot of suing. Yes, there will be fights, there will be appeals. You got to keep in mind that like anything they do has to get passed through Congress. There's the 60 vote barrier, which, you know, now that we're seeing Democrats cave on the issue, so like we might actually see some Democrats flip over and support anti-trans bills. But like I don't know. I think it's still not going to be as easy as some people think it's going to be. I'm drinking the Waterloo. Got the grape Waterloo. Grape Waterloo is amazing. Like I'm pretty sure Waterloo uses those flavorings that are in like popsicles that you put in like your freezer or whatever. And I love grape popsicles. Those things are delicious. And this tastes like a grape popsicle with no sugar because I don't really drink sugary drinks. So it's just sparkling water for me. Formerly Leon Tech Reviews. Hi. Hello. Hello. Hoping for everyone here will be okay as someone is in the Philippines. Thank you. Be safe. Thank you. Primary care physician is awesome and assures me there will always be a way for me to get your hormones. Yeah, there should always be a way. Now, there are certain things. So like, for instance, like I get my care from a gender clinic. So something that was attempted last year and something that could be attempted again is they could try to pass regulations on like gender affirming care that require like an extremely ridiculous amount of things. Like last year in my state, they tried to pass laws requiring that like every person, like that they had an endocrinologist, like a therapist, like they had to have staff on hand for like every single person that was visiting that clinic. Like they had to have a bunch of staff on hand. They had to have like a bioethicist, I don't even know what the word is. It's like a ethis. No, I don't even know how to say it. Like someone who's like in the field of bioethics. Like they had to have like someone. It's ridiculous. But anyway, those regulations got shot down. But if they got those regulations put through, it would not make gender affirming care illegal, but it would make it so insanely expensive to give and would make it so difficult to acquire that like essentially they would be banning it. Like the clinic would have had to have shut down if that law had gone into effect last year. And then I would have lost my health care, which means I would have had to have gone and I would have had to get in it. Like at that point, my choice would be to try to find a doctor who is like an endocrinologist who's like specialized in this stuff that I can get the gender affirming care from. The other option would be to like try to do DIY. So yeah, that's something I'm prepared for though. You know, like that is something I'm prepared for. I'm trying so hard to keep up with chat. Love and support from Australia. Good luck to everyone. Try to stay safe. Thank you so much. Gays love TikTok. I agree with that. I agree with that. Hi there, Stephanie. Welcome. TikTok actually thanked Trump. I saw that the CEO did, which is just like, and there was that message when you your Discord has definitely helped me, I must say. Leah, been really down the past few months and trying to reach out more. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad that the Discord helped. That's the whole point, you know, to try to like make sure that everyone has a space to try to, you know, we all need support networks, especially during this next 4 years. Support networks are incredibly important. This would be a perfect time to plug the Discord. We have a link to the Discord. It's in the description of this live stream. It's in the description of all my videos. It's just my link tree. If you go to my link tree, you can find the link to the Discord. So you just like open my thing. Yeah, Sora's copy pasting it in there, and I will pin it. So you just click the link tree, it pops open. You click the Discord, you do the thing. Bioethicist, a bioethicist. It seems like such a weird. I got it correct the first time. It seems like such a weird word. Like I felt like I said it wrong. My brain is absolutely cooked today. I've had such a day. Yeah. I've had hateful content sent to me on YouTube Shorts, even though I skip them. I end up interesting. I did not. I've seen some. Like, I think that YouTube values engagement, even hate engagement, because I get hate engagement. Like, there are people that watch my videos that then leave like really hateful comments or hateful replies to people. And I think YouTube just does the thing that like TikTok does, where it's like, it just sees the engagement and it's just like, oh, okay, go. Like, people are watching this, go. Which is why I get so much hate engagement on TikTok as well. But I get less here on YouTube, and I don't know. The number of losers who get snippy over pronouns when call screening for the line exploded after 11/5/24. Really? Interesting. This is such a dark chapter. Literally, people are all in the dark this chapter. Even if you do know a fact about something, it means nothing to others. Yeah, you know, that's actually a really important point, and that's something that like needs to be investigated more, and we need to do some serious thinking about how do we work through this this time period where like truth is dead and like a reality is entirely subjective. Like, people, like, it's like that, it's like that thing where it's like war is peace, you know, that kind of stuff, where it's like someone could just like say something, Trump can just say something and do the opposite, but people will just take what he said at face value and not challenge it, or like, it's just like, we can just, there is such an ability to distort reality. It's wild. It's absolutely wild. And there needs to be a lot of thinking done on that. Instagram was really trying to convert me into a trad wife, no matter how many times I blog reported. Is like, Instagram is pretty bad for that kind of stuff, for real. Yeah. So true. Democrats wrote the bill and helped vote it through, so they handed him this W. Well, I heard Republicans wrote the bill and Democrats helped vote it through, is what I heard. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Womb transplants redemption through natalism. You love goofy cats? I love goofy cats too. The algorithm for TikTok favors MAGA. I've seen statistics a while back. Yeah, I would agree with that. Soda account, really happy to catch you live. I really liked your reply to an earlier comment. I still can't differentiate the woman sound from mine. I still very much appreciated your reply. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, are you talking about like a voice training thing? Okay. I got so confused. I think you're talking about voice training. I haven't gotten my estrogen yet. I'm scared it's still gonna be taken away as soon as it's gonna be minor in Ohio still. Well, I live in Ohio, and I can tell you right now that if you become an adult, I know being a minor, that's not a good situation in Ohio, but as soon as you're an adult, you can get care. It's informed consent in Ohio. So it's actually kind of easy to get gender affirming care. Don't tell the Republicans. Actually, they know because they're trying to get rid of it, but it's actually really easy to get gender affirming care in Ohio. Like, really easy, which is great. I mean, that, you know, lack of barriers is a good thing. It's informed consent. Like, the doctor sits you down and makes sure you understand what the whole thing is about. And in my case, my doctor gave me a month to think about it. But I had already made up my mind before I made the appointment. Like, that's why I made the appointment, because I had made up my mind. So, you know, but yeah, I definitely appreciated that the process was easy in my state, because I'm 31 and I started when I was like 29, about to turn 30. and I wanted to get that started as quickly as possible. I had felt like I'd wasted enough time. Spindrift is the best sparkling water, no contest. Are you for real? Is that are you joking? Is that a joke? I see. Maybe like you forgot to put the /J right there, or the /S right there, because Spindrift is that stuff that has like 2% juice that tastes like butthole, right? Like I've had Spindrift before and it tasted horrible. It was like I actually like I hate wasting stuff, and I poured it down the drain. Like I took one sip and I was like, ugh, ugh. But like Trader Joe's sparkling water, amazing. Waterloo, amazing. What else? Let's see here. We can do bubbly. Some bubbly flavors are really good. We can do a little bit of Polar. Polar has some good flavors. Spindrift though. I wonder how this will affect gays also. Well, they're already talking about marriage equality. Like they're already talking about trying to get rid of marriage equality. Bioethicist, Ohio tried to do that. Yes, yeah, that's what I was talking about. Got it correct there. Chat just jumped. I'm trying to keep up. I need to not reply to everything. Don't like trans, but love. Thanks. Thanks for that. Oh, that's a comment for sure. Well, I'm glad that you think all Zomboid players are good, because I'm a Zomboid player, so that means that you must think that I'm cool and good. Okay. Or they make the malpractice insurance unaffordable, so the doctors stop doing. Yeah, that too could also be a thing. Cron Citrus, welcome. Hope everyone is having a nice day, evening, afternoon. It's early evening for me here. Well, I guess it's not early evening anymore, but thank you. I hope you're having a good one. What is the Discord link? It was already shared. What's your insurance plan like? You live in the UK, so the idea of health insurance is so alien. My health insurance sucks. I have like private insurance that I pay for, and it sucks. It's terrible. It sucks. It's really bad. Making a Discord support network of my own. Well, that's awesome. That's definitely something I encourage doing. Having a Scottish accent, words like that trip me up. Yeah. They start with one community and slowly move to the others. Just in general, it's gonna be nightmare, I'm assuming. Oh, I don't even know what that was in reference to. Was it in reference to? Oh, okay. You can't see the connection between. Okay, yeah. So yeah, no, they're definitely gonna like. It's not gonna be just trans people they're attacking. I promise you that. Like they're already gonna like they've already tried to talking about throwing marriage equality under the bus. So our former basically leader in Houston, Texas, is deleting her Facebook to help obscure her. She's moved too. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Hello, Axolotl. Hello, River of Life. Orwell, Newspeak. Yeah, exactly. Bryce Anderson, thank you for that. Yada Kia, the $4.20. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yes, 420, but also yes, thank you. I appreciate you. That is very kind. You liked how I talked about art in my Disney vid? Yeah, I actually got like a couple scathing comments about how like it's okay for art to not push boundaries and that doesn't make it not art. And I feel like there were some people being really nitpicky about what I was trying to say there. Like I was just trying to say that like art is like creativity and art should exist in a way that is unrestricted from exploring new ideas. And market business stuff creates pressure to avoid new ideas in favor of like old ideas that they know are going to quote unquote sell well. Like you like have an established demographic, and so like you target that established demographic. Like that's all I was saying about that. I wasn't trying to say that like all art has to be revolutionary and push boundaries or else it's not art. Like some people really took that like to the extreme. But oh, is this soda account person? What are you? Are you you're what you're talking about someone has delusions? They're just telling you that like literally like the right wing is they're going to attack trans people, and then if they ever get done attacking us, they're going to attack you. Like I don't know what you want. Like I don't know what you think is delusional about that, but you want to, if you want to see delusion, go check out the Log Cabin Republicans. That is the epitome of delusion. Do you think if there's bans on gender affirming care, would it be national or state level? I have a hard time believing that it'll get through on a national level. Now, if we're talking about minors, that is a different question because unfortunately we have lost the messaging, like I don't know what you want to call it, but like we have not done well enough with the messaging. People are very ignorant still about what gender affirming care is like for minors. And yeah, it's unfortunate. But we might see a national ban on minor care for gender affirming care, and we'll see. But most likely we'll just see more attacks at a state level. There have already been attacks at a state level, and I think that'll continue. If you are at a college or university, you can possibly get voice training for almost nothing with a speech language pathologist. Oh, that's cool. Stay strong, my brothers and sisters. Thank you. I appreciate that. You stay strong as well. You're 31. No way. I thought you were early 20s. Yeah, I am 31 years old. I don't want to talk about it too much. You live in Ohio too. That's so cool. You don't have long till you're 18, but I don't want to have to wait until I can. No, I get that. I mean, I totally understand that, and that's fair and valid. Like, I would, waiting sucks, and you shouldn't have to wait for life-saving treatment. Like, you shouldn't have to wait for gender affirming care because it is like life-saving treatment. But we are here. But I hope that you stick around and see life until that point, because it's worth it. Like, it is genuinely worth it, even if you are forced to wait to get that gender affirming care. Like, you will love your life, and you will be thankful you made it to that point. I agree. I like all sparkling waters, but Spindrift was the bleh to me. Yeah, I agree. Hello, welcome. I like my water with bits of leaves. Oop, skipped a little bit. Bits of leaves floating in them. I like tea. Is that what you mean? You got to get on that Richard sparkling rainwater. Yeah, I got to try that stuff. Distraction stream, much appreciated. Agreed. Oh my gosh, like, am I actually catching up? I feel like, oh gosh, I feel like I'm not catching up on these comments. I'm like trying to, but I'm so slow. I'm like trying to reply to everybody. I'm 45 now and started my transition living as a woman at 20, so I have 25 years of experience. If any newer, younger people need help finding options, I'm happy to do what I can. That's very kind of you. I can't tell how my voice sounds. You replied and it very remotely helped me. I still don't know what you wanted to tell me, but I absolutely loved your reply. Thanks for input. Like, that's just like, this soda account person, I don't know. You're like, you have like a weird tone when you're talking to people. Like, the way you phrased that sounds like I sort of helped you, and you don't really know how I helped you, but apparently I helped you, so thanks. Like, you're welcome, I guess. Many trans people don't live as long as I already have, so I feel a responsibility to help as I was helped many, many times. I feel that. Hello there, quest for the crystal ball. Yo, at what point are we going to have to start using political violence to fight back? Whoa! Violence. We don't want to do violence. We can do protests. We can do organizing. But violence is not going to help us at all. Like, they're already, every time there's a school shooting, there's like libs of TikTok or like 17 other right-wing accounts trying to convince everybody that, like, because the kid had dyed hair, they were a transgender. And like, we're already having that issue. Can you imagine what would happen if, like, we were actually organizing in a violent manner? Like you want to talk about camps, like that's how we get to the camp situation. Like it's just that kind of thing is not going to be helpful. Okay, the comments. Scared for Monday. I get it. There's gonna be a flurry of executive orders tomorrow. It's gonna be, it's gonna be a day. It's definitely gonna be a day. I guess if you don't live in the US, you wouldn't. Because taxpayers going to. Yeah. She was a great person who won us a lot of help over the third region who's in the area. I can't never fill her shoes, but I couldn't live with myself if I didn't try. And I have good resources for navigating insurance, trying to figure out some good plans to consider to look for when finding employment. There might be some people in the Discord that know decent stuff about that. I'm really trying to catch up on these. I feel like I'm almost there. They can't stop you from having your own personal streaming platforms. As an old timer, I missed out on this, but I had my surgery in the 80s when you had many strict guidelines. I wish you much luck. Thank you. And they're like, that's something that like we have elders in our community that have lived through some really, really dark times. I think that now more than ever, it's going to be important to listen to those stories. I know for me personally, one thing that has been very grounding to me has been listening. Like we are in it. This is an unprecedented moment. Like everything we're experiencing, it's kind of unprecedented. It's kind of crazy. There's a lot going on, right? But like if you listen to trans elders and you listen to their experiences and what they've been through, like it helps ground you in an understanding of like it has been very bad in the past. Like things have been in the past extremely bad. And for the most part, things are better now. Now, are they perfect? Are they where we want things to be? No. But it is just kind of how things are. And like I don't know. I find a sort of like we are within the context of history still, and there's stuff there. So we should just, pay mind to that. Remember our brothers too. My uncle is FTM and they could always make it harder to get their tea as it's scheduled to. Yeah. Yeah. Although I do feel like um there has been like most legislation is, generically targeted at trans women. Like I feel like most politicians generically target trans women. Like I don't see very many politicians talk about trans men, which, like obviously they exist, but like it's interesting how the cultural focus is entirely on the trans women and not the trans men. 32 here. Nice. Tell people rig the algorithm, grab your family's TV remotes and subscribe them to the same newscast. And not interested or do not recommend all the right-wing videos on their socials. If you have that kind of access, I suppose. I'm sorry, I most certainly have not expressed myself in the right way. I'm trans myself. Did not mean to call for any rights. Wait, I didn't want to call. This came across horribly wrong. You're okay, Soda account. I I think maybe there was like a little bit of a communication barrier or something, and it's fine. It's fine. It's no big deal. Waiting on gender affirming care is like joining the military at 18 and cannot drink an adult beverage until 21. Yeah, it's stupid that it's like that though. And like it sucks, but sorry, you're talking too much? No, you're fine. Spam the chat. We can't let Leah yeah. You can't let me catch up. I just turned 28 in August. You guys are actually making it harder to catch up. You just turned 28 in August, starting HRT in June. Nice. We've been at that point for a long time. Violence, we found the CIA plant. Yeah, exactly. Like, are you trying to convince us to like run out into the streets and get arrested? Because that's kind of what it seems like. Just joined your Patreon. Oh, thank you so much, Axolotl. Scared for, yeah, you got to continue the years. Yeah. I appreciate that. Donald Trump will not last too much longer. We'll see about that. I mean, his brain is cooked. Maybe he'll just like golf a lot. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm autistic. Your input was kind of helpful. I still don't hear wait. I appreciate your input. I can't hear it. I'm not an effing troll. I'm just lost in voice. No, you're okay. You're fine. You're fine. You're okay. I'm sorry that I made you worry about your tone so much. Wolf Lust, I understand that point, but at the same time, it's like someone once said, when peaceful protest is made impossible, violent protest becomes inevitable. Okay, let me put it like this. Even if violent protest and violence was the answer, do you think that I would be talking about that in this stream right now? Like, do you think that like the future of my platform would survive that kind of branding? Like, I don't, you got to understand that, like, if we get to that point, it'll be incredibly clear that we're at that point. And if we're at that point, then me being on this platform would not be a thing. Like, I would not be sitting here talking to you about like peaceful protest. Like, if we were being like rounded up and taken off to some, like, okay, yeah, like, as an elder gay man, I support you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. That's very kind. And I hope that you're doing well. Nothing like watching queer media from the past to remind me that we will still be here. Exactly. Yeah, like, we will still be here. They can try to push us back in the closet. They can try to scare us straight or whatever, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to work. We may see the trans panic defense come back. Yeah, we'll see about that. Some states didn't get rid of the panic self-defense law to begin with, though, right? Still think it's law here. Yeah, I don't know the specifics on that. I would have to look more into it. I know that some states have gotten rid of it, but I don't know specifically at a national level if anything was done about that. You're just appreciating the help. No, you're good. I'm glad that I was able to help you in some small way, and hopefully eventually you're able to, get a more of a feel for vocal weight. Golf. Leah is live. Hello. Hi there. Homeopathic fossil fuels. Welcome. So no violence, but a bit of hissing is all right. Yeah, especially if you're a possum, like, for sure. We should start to use safety pin as an indicative that we support the community. Yeah, like, I feel like more than ever having a visual thing showing your support is going to be important. Like, think about it like this. People wore red hats. Like, people wore MAGA red hats throughout Joe Biden's presidency, right? So, like, don't give up on, like, wearing some pride pins or something. Like, that's a way that we can show that we are still here and all that stuff. Legal forced sterilization is still a thing in some states, right? I don't know about that. This cat. Hold on. Have you had dinner? I had the door locked because before the cats have dinner, they are like, they are unrelenting. Like, they would have all been in here just bugging me the entire time, screaming at me. But I think they've had dinner, so I think I can unlock the door. Did you eat dinner? You have your din din? Kind of seems like it. We need direct action over violent action. We need to form organized mutual aid groups. Yeah, like, a lot of people have been, okay, I want to talk about this. This is important. A lot of people have been fetishizing violence, and, like, I see a lot of people talking about how, like, we need to be prepared to have a violent resistance and stuff like that. I think that you should be prepared to defend yourself, for sure. But I think this fetishizing violence is actually a lazy escape from what we need to do, which is organizing and getting involved at a local level. If we get involved at a local level, if we have people in our community run for a local office or just get involved at all at a local level, create community support groups, create organization, like, in your community, like, create visibility within your community. All of these things are the front lines. Like, these are the things that we need to be doing. And especially now over the next 4 years, they are the things that we need to be doing. And these people that are like, no, we just all need to buy AR-15s and, like, be ready for the end. Like, you're literally just avoiding the actual real work we need to do. And I'm not trying to be mean to anyone. I understand there's a lot of fear, and so a lot of like the responses we're getting about violence is, it's like a fear response. You're like, oh, we need to be prepared because I'm scared and I don't want people to take away my rights. And like, I get it. But if you think that violence is going to help our cause, you're just wrong. Like, you're actually just wrong, and the things that we actually need to do are in antithesis to that. Like that representative, the trans representative that was voted in, Sarah, I can't remember where she was voted in from, but it's like not a super blue state, right? Where was she voted in from? Oh shoot, I can't remember. Someone's gonna have to remind me. Delaware. Okay. So that Delaware is kind of blue, isn't it? Is it not? I actually don't even remember. I don't even know off the top of my head. But like the people in her community voted for her, and she helped humanize. No? Okay. Neolibs? Okay. But yeah, it is helping normalize us to the general public. Like, what she has done is helpful to us. Even though I don't agree with her on policy positions in a lot of ways, she is like a neoliberal. She's like that kind of moderate Democrat or whatever. But like, she's normalizing. That's what she's doing. And she, you know. So just, yeah. We need people to run for local office. You probably noticed this. If you go vote, you'll see that there are tons of people running unopposed for local office. And it doesn't even have to be something crazy. It could be like treasury or whatever. But like, there are people that constantly run unopposed. And if you ran, you could oppose them. McBride is spineless when it comes to the bathroom ban crap, but a transport. Well, yeah. Okay, she's not a perfect person. I just caveated that a little bit. I don't agree with her on all of her positions, and I think that the way that she has reacted to the bathroom ban thing is like almost harmful, but if not harmful outright. But you know, I disagree. She didn't help us at all. She was gaining popular support, but she sold us out along the way. Well, I mean, I think that the way she reacted to the bathroom ban was bad, but like, she didn't help us at all. I think that's kind of a harsh, like, I think that's kind of a hard line to draw. Like, I don't know if you can really say that. She sold out the trans community. Okay. I can see that you have all decided to hyper focus and hyper fixate on the bathroom ban thing. Like, we have to learn to understand more. Like, we have to learn to understand nuance in our community. Like, she did a crappy move there for sure with the bathroom ban thing. Yeah. Okay. She recently put out a statement that she largely didn't want to react because it was meant to distract her, and I don't disagree. Well, right. I mean, I think that she should have been like, she should have had said that. Like, she should have said that, but then she should have continued on to say that, like, you know, this bathroom ban is like, she should have like talked about the, like, how immoral it is and stuff, and how like I understand what the arguments people are making when they say that she's like manufacturing consent and stuff like that. Like, I get it. I get it. But like, we can, like, if you think that she's like a demonic force against our community, like, you need to allow a little bit of nuance in your life. Like, just a little bit. As a treat, you know, as a treat. It's a strongly blue state on the East Coast, the majority of the population being concentrated in urban. Okay. I don't know much about Delaware, to be honest. It should also be pointed out that the red side would love for the schmootzing to start. I love how you disguise that. Overarming simply won't work for most trans people, especially trans women. Think of what California did when the Black Panthers organized arming black folks in the 60s. Yeah, hey, that's a really good point. Um, Trans girls need to come to Europe. Okay. Um, I mean, I think it's fine to arm yourself. Like, I think it's fine. I'm not like an anti-gun person. I think that if having a gun makes you feel better and makes you feel safer and helps you, with that, then I think that that's fine. But I just think that like we're starting to almost do what the right wing is doing. We're like yearning for a civil war, which is like really messed up because like it points to like it makes it clear that to some people they would much rather just like stop with the discourse and start with the violence rather than keep going with the discourse. And I understand that like it's part of a defeatist mentality where like the gulf keeps growing wider and wider and we don't know how to solve it and we don't know how to bridge the gap and we don't know how to like get people to move more towards a sane direction. Like, and so the violence is like an absurdist reaction where it's like, well, if we can't do anything about it, then we'll do something about it. Like I get that, but we just need to think about it a little bit. Okay. Transitioning meant leaving family and support systems, no internet, another world back then. Yeah, there's definitely someone said just leave America. Okay. Okay. She made the bathroom issue harder for trans women. She should have just stayed quiet if anything. Well, okay. I get it. I get it. I don't think that it was a good response either. But I think that you're overselling her importance to I don't think anyone thinks about that or cares about what Sarah said about the bathroom issue. You know what I mean? Like I think you're thinking about it more than anyone else. America is gonna be so fun starting Jan 20th. LOL. Laughy face, laughy cryy face, laughy slanted cryy face. Wow, you're so cool. If only we were all so cool like you are. Like if only. I like Zoe Zephyr. I mean, who doesn't like Zoe Zephyr? Do worry more about the healthcare being taken away than the bathroom thing, but both are concerning. I agree, both are concerning. Hi, chat. Hope everyone is doing well today, or at least as well as they can be. Agreed. Thank you for that. You're anti-gun. Well, that's your position. You're allowed to have that position. That's your position to decide whether you have English words. Being able to use a bathroom at all is a pretty big issue. Obviously, you can't exist in public without them. Well, yeah, but like, I mean, it used to be illegal to be in public and be trans. So yeah, like I don't know. It is a big issue, but like again, grounding ourselves in the historical like the historic understanding of like what our elders have had to go through. Okay. What would your suggestion be for someone who isn't able to get out in the world as much as they would like to? No vehicle, but absolutely wanting to show up in person to help out. You're gonna have to find friends. Like if you find a local community network, like if you find a local support group, maybe you can reach out to them on a social media page or something and say like, hey, I see that you have this support group. I unfortunately don't have a vehicle, but I would love to show up and help organize or help just be a part of something. Is there any way someone could like help assist me with transportation, that kind of thing? And see what they're willing to do, see if anyone's willing to help out. Zoe Zephyr is awesome, and I'm glad her colleagues fought to let her speak for her job as representative. Yeah. So I'm not against arming oneself in principle. I just worry about what will happen the first time a cis Karen starts a fight with a trans woman in a battleground state. Well, see, that happens all the time though. Like that's the thing, is that like people will start little fights or whatever all the time in battleground or red states. Um like it happens a lot, you know? So and I just think that like obviously people need to understand the repercussions of using something like a firearm. That's why I said earlier, if you have like if it makes you feel safer, fine, that's fine. But like that's where the usefulness ends. A gun is a deterrent, and even then it could like not work as a deterrent. Like someone could see that you're armed, and it could escalate. And so like really it's like a peace of mind thing. Like if you have it at your home and it makes you feel better, then that's the use case for that, you know? Fleeing because you don't like the situation is cowardly. Stand together and get involved in politics to better this country for all now, tomorrow, and the future. Yeah, I can agree with that. I'm not gonna like I try not to judge people for making decisions that they want to make, you know, about like whether they want to move or whatever. But I do agree that it's important to stand our ground and fight. I didn't focus on anything. I'm not even from the US, but how did you see this as a positive? I disapprove violence, even if Wait, what? What are you I don't know what your soda account. I don't know what you're referring to. I also disapprove of violence. I don't think that I think it's a distraction. Hey y'all, anybody else disassociating a lot? Yeah, I don't yeah. I started my legal name change process a little bit ago, and unfortunately I did not finish. I finished with most of it, but like I still need to get my gender marker updated on my license, and I need to get my passport still. And I'm just really nervous that tomorrow he's going to pass some stupid executive order that makes it really hard to get stuff done or whatever, or impossible. And yeah, I don't know. I definitely have been concerned about that. I'm hoping that I still have time to finish what I started. I'm glad that I got what I got done though, for sure. Spread love and support, not hate like the conservative. I appreciate the nuance. I appreciate you appreciating the nuance. You miss Obama's America? Ugh. That's not. You mean Mr. Deporter in Chief? You mean Mr. Oil Magnate? Like Mr. Drone Strike King? Sarah McBride highlighted the viciousness of these people. She complied, and the hatred and bullying continued. I don't want to focus on it too much. I don't want to focus on it too much. Like, I already made my point about that. My friend had to leave. Texas was going to take her social work license away, and she was in a PhD program she'd have been terminated from without a license. Yeah, like, there are reasons people have to actually leave. And, like, some people, like, you know, it's a choice they make. And I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna poo-poo on someone's choice. I barely have any streams like this anymore that are this chill. You have such a relaxing vibe. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I like to be a little bit of a rock for people. I appreciate being a grounding force for people. I think that that's helpful, and I like to be that for people. So I appreciate that that's what you feel. If you're watching this stream, by the way, hit that like button. That would help me out a lot. If you want to join the Discord, we have the link tree pinned here in chat. It's also in the description of this video. You just go to the description, you open it up, you click the link tree, and the Discord link is there. All my socials are there. And TikTok is still available, apparently. So, yeah. McBride needs time to establish. Yeah. We'll see. Do you have a blue sky? Yes, I do have a blue sky. It is in my link tree. It was not in my link tree, but I don't know why I still had Twitter there, and so I took out Twitter. I have a Twitter account, I think. I don't remember if I deleted it or not, but I'm not using it. Self-defense is essential. I support anyone protecting their lives from bona fide threats. I agree with that. I also wanted to say, please don't break your sobriety for this. Yeah, anyone that is struggling with stuff, please just understand that it's not going to help you get through this time period. Like, it's not going to help, even if it feels like it might. Here in Houston, it was illegal to wear pants in public until 1979, targeting trans and lesbians. Yeah. How cooked are we in total? Any survival strategies? So, in total, the Democratic Party is 100% cooked. Their goose is cooked and burned. Like, they left the goose in the oven, it got all dry, and then it lit on fire, and now the oven's on fire and no one's putting it out. Like, the Democrats are just staring at the oven on fire with the goose in it that is now just charcoal, watching it burn to the ground. That is the state of the Democratic Party. As for us, survival strategies. Make sure that if you're on medication, you think about how you might maintain that medication if new laws are passed that make it impossible to get it from a doctor. Make sure that you have, some form of self-defense or some kind of way of protecting yourself that you feel confident in, that helps you feel like you have peace of mind and safety in your own, in yourself when you're going around doing stuffs and things. Make sure that you have a support network. Make sure that you have friends, community members around you that are friendly, that care about you, that value your well-being. Make sure that, if you can, try to get involved with local organizing efforts. Try to get involved with like any kind of canvassing effort or any effort that you can do to better anything. Like, there are a lot of support groups that are you know available for people at a community level that you may not be aware of. And if you're not, engaged with those kinds of things, could be really useful. And take care of yourself. Like, self-care is important. A lot of the damage that we're going to sustain is going to be psychological. Like, a lot of us are going to sustain a lot of stress. We're going to be stressed. We're going to have a lot of stuff going on. So, like, self-care is really important. Make sure that you're treating yourself well. Give your, like, and this is serious, and I mean this seriously. Try to enjoy stuff still. Like, if you have video games that you like, or if you have movies that you like, if you have food that you like, try to enjoy that stuff still. Like, don't let the overall doom and gloom, the nihilism, consume your entire being. Don't let it become all that you are, because that is the point. Like, they want us to be afraid and fear for everything and hate our lives. And I don't know about you, but I'm happy. Like, I'm happy with my life, and I want to continue feeling that way. I was actually talking to a friend about this. I feel happier than I've ever felt in my entire life. And, like, things are horrible right now. Like, things are pretty bad and probably going to get worse. And it feels bad in a way to be so happy when things are, like, burning all around me. But, like, you're still entitled to your joy. Like, you're still entitled to enjoy things. Like, it's not like just because things are rough right now that you're not allowed to have joy. If anything, it inspires resistance. At some point, cops got to get tired of going out because a woman decided to take a shit in the guy's bathroom. At some point, cops got to get tired of going out. I actually don't even really know what you mean by that, to be totally honest, but saw a meme today, that Drake meme where he's like, nah, and yeah, being queer, nah, a criminal in 72 countries. Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. I talked forever, and now I'm really far behind again in the chat. Stay strapped. I live in Canada. Came out at work last week. My colleagues were really nice, so I feel lucky. Oh, well, that's really lovely. I'm very happy that you had a good experience there. I don't need a gun. I have other ways to neutralize the threat. Don't off people, but I'm glad no one likes firearms where I'm from. I'm not a fan. I know things are different in the US, though. They are very different in the US. There's a time to flee, but also a time to stand. Look at any body cam footage involving some nutcase with a mall katana, and you will realize you have no ways to counter someone with a gun. Okay. I'm okay with people having a firearm, but only if they do their due diligence and get educated and maintain training with it regularly. Too many people have guns and can't effectively use them. That is so true. That is so true. You need to have respect for a firearm for sure. 9/11 made the name changes much harder. Mine was a breeze in 1999. Oh, that's really interesting. I never really thought about that. Americans keep a high point in your bedroom drawer and another in your glove box. Don't open carry. Obama's America was better than now. That's what I meant. Okay, you're just saying stuff. I've seen you, passport Kaya. You're just saying stuff. I've seen your messages. At this point, we need to organize our resistance strategy. We should not give up. To the very least, people like me who live in a blue bubble, we must fight. Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I agree. Finished with most of the name change. Do you have to change one letter at a time? No, that's funny. I think we missed the period of times when we were least politically aware and going about our lives with less direct interest in political battles. I agree. We are all terrified. I would not call this a relaxing vibe. Yes, we are all terrified, but like I try to be a soothing influence. Like I hope that watching this stream is making you less anxious about tomorrow and not more anxious about tomorrow. Does that make sense? But for a lot of marginalized groups like queer folk and people of color, that luxury was never there. Right. Right. Yeah. And that's something that like, you know, I did not know I was trans for a long time. I've only been transitioning for a year and 6 months, and before that time period, I was politically involved actually. But like I did not, for very many years I did not need to be politically aware or involved, and now I am. And I feel like for some people that is a stress. That is definitely stressful for people to encounter that change in life of being like, oh, you're unaware and you're chilling, and then you get kind of forced into the arena. You're going to refrain from commenting until tomorrow. You got misinterpreted. Up to you. You're okay. I think I'm just reading your messages weird. I appreciate your engagement. That might sound obvious, but what I mean is that if two people are fighting and a person one has a gun, I think I missed the first part about that. It says 2 out of 2. I didn't see 1 out of 2. I still have to get birth certificate change and passport. Oh yeah, I gotta get my birth certificate done too. I keep forgetting about that one. I'm going to be leaving TikTok even though they're back because I don't think it'll be the same anymore. I'm going to the TikTok Alternatives Neptune app and Loops app when they are out. Okay. Liz Cheney is a brat. Wait, how did we lose? Staring at the burning oven and blaming trans for it? Yes. You are very cute. Don't be this sad. Remember, you're not a tree. You can travel instead of a gun for self-pressure. You can get in trouble. You can get a passport so you can travel. Okay. I'm super tired today. I have field work for the next 10 days and it's going to be brutal. So I'm going to try to prepare for that starting tomorrow. Still got a 2.5-hour drive. Though I'm in the UK and I'm just going to scroll down to the very bottom. I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch up, but I'm like reading like every message. Would I ever run for office? I don't think that's going to be for me, dog. I don't think that's going to be for me. I don't think I could do it. I genuinely don't think I could do it. But I would like to assist in encouraging people to do it. Like I feel like I'm right here right now because I feel like being here is where I can make an impact. And so that's why I'm here doing this instead of running for office. Also, the state I live in, I would have to wait like 6 years or something because I just smacked my mic. They just passed a law recently, like this, I think it was actually last year, like late last year, like right at the end of the year. They passed a law in Ohio where like if you do a legal name change, you have to run on your dead name and your new name for like 5 years after your legal name change. You have to like display both names in your stuff. So like even if I wanted to, I would have to wait like 6 years because otherwise I would have to run on my dead name, which is like not something I really want to do. It's getting hot in my room. I need to like open a window or something soon. Stream is definitely helping. My anxiety is just there in the back of my head. I get that. I think we're all feeling that. I think we're all just feeling that. Okay. I like your videos. They are helpful, and honestly, I find each creator has their own style and vibe, and yours is relatable and not doomer. Well, I think that is amazing. Thank you. I need a speed reading course. That would actually be super helpful. I feel like I'm like a really slow reader. Leah for president. Yeah, me 2028. Let's go. Got a lot of work to do. The issues run much deeper than mere politics. Any of you seen the documentary Bad Faith? No, I haven't. Where can I watch that? Love ya, me either. I'd argue all day with the Marjorie and Nancy. Yeah, I would have a hard time biting my tongue. I don't care about decorum at all, and I feel like I would end up like I feel like I would end up getting like pushed out by APAC or something. Like I feel like they would spend $31 trillion to get me out of office or something if I. So you're EP and you need to sleep. It's bed by time and just a sleepy little girl. Little girl. Safe American friends. Well, good night. Thank you for hanging out and chatting. I appreciate you. Hot flashes. Remember to kiss cats if you aren't allergic. I have cats. I will kiss them. I'm in Ohio and didn't know that was a thing that happens with name changing. Good to know. Yeah. It was literally a law passed in Ohio because this like transphobic stepdad didn't want to let like he has a stepdaughter who is trans, and he hates her and hates trans people, and so like this single guy, like literally one guy in the Ohio legislature is the source of all of our anti-trans bills in Ohio. It's sad and pathetic. It's really sad and pathetic. This guy he has such a massive hate I almost said hate he is standing erect with hate. That is what he is doing. Like his posture is erect is what I mean by that. APAC loves to fight progressives. Yeah. You started transitioning in 2011. You're old. I feel old. I hate APAC. Yeah. Only some states have regulations about using previous name on campaigns. Some states use your well, yeah, but I would be running in my state. Has anyone tried to reverse those laws yet? I mean, they were passed like 2 months ago. So no. And I don't think that there's going to be much of a resistance here in Ohio. And that's exactly what I'm saying though, is that like if we had more local organization, like there could be more of an effort to combat these kind of things and to speak out about these kind of things. And so like we just got to make sure that we are doing what we can to organize locally. We have an entire channel in my Discord dedicated to people discussing like, how do I organize locally? Can anyone help me out? Find resources, this kind of thing. Like that's all really important. Let's bring back hope and inspiration to all of us. If one dickhead can make that kind of change, so can we. Well, we already have. Like let's be real. Let's be real. We are here to stay. Like this is the thing. The more they fight us, the more we exist in the cultural ethos. And of course, they can try to dehumanize us, and that's not necessarily good for how people view us. But if you think about it, like they're trying to force the toothpaste back in the tube, but in so doing, they are just squeezing more toothpaste out of the tube. Like they are doing the opposite of what they really want to achieve by spending $215 million on anti-trans ads. They're making people think about trans people. And the thing about that is that people are so ignorant of trans people that if they like learn, if it's a part of the conversation at all, like there's a good chance that people are going to start like learning things about us, because they're going to see the hateful side, and they're going to see the reasonable side. And some people, are going to learn from that. I'm so glad I'm so thankful I live in a state with a shield law. I really wish I could help everyone get someplace safe too. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You want bottom surgeries for 8-year-olds? That's why you lost? Oh my god, bro. You are so dumb. Your brain is so cooked. Ugh. This is what I made. This is when earlier when I said that, like, in terms of messaging, when it comes to like minors with gender affirming care, I just feel like we haven't done a good enough jobs, because people like this Crowbar guy exist. Like, you exist. If you like, you're probably just trolling. But if you actually think that that's real, if you think that that exists, and that's real, your brain is so cooked. You have done exactly negative 30 seconds of research, and like you have no idea what you're talking about. It's like when people are like, you want 2-year-olds to be on hormone therapy. It's like, do you even understand biology? Like, you don't start puberty until you're like 12 or 13 or whatever. And so like, gender affirming care for anyone under 12 is just like dress up and like, like like, I don't know, haircut maybe. And then once you're 12, it's like puberty blockers for a couple of years, maybe a year or two. And then they start HRT when they're like 14 to 16. And like, no one is having bottom surgery. Like, no minors are having bottom surgery. That is not happening. That is literally not happening. And yes, block me, keep losing. Oh my gosh, you are just like, you are, ooh, what are you? I want to leave you. I don't want to block you, because like, first of all, your hate engagement helps me. Like, every time you chat in my live stream and every time you engage with my content, you literally are helping me. And this is something that like right-wing trolls do not understand, is they comment on my videos and stuff, and they have no idea, like, you're helping me. You are pushing the trans agenda right now, Crowbar. You are perpetuating the gender affirming care. You are the reason why young children, no, I'm kidding. But like, for real though, like, you are actually helping me. If you don't want to help me, then don't engage with my content. Like, don't chat in my thing. Don't watch my live stream. You just want attention. Like, you just like, your mama didn't give you enough attention when you were a little baby boy. And so now you're here trying to get attention from other women, and it's not working. Like, I'm not gonna. Okay. Anyway, got trap carded with the engagement. Imagine having nothing better to do than cry at trans streamers. Mostly kidding. Baby want a bottle? What a pouty baby boy. The closest to trans bottom surgery you can get is forced surgeries intersex children have. Looks down at. Yes, literally. Oh my god, that's so true. That's so true. You want to talk about bottom surgery for minors? What about all of the circumcisions that are done routinely in the US all the time? Like, all of that. And then like, you want to talk about genital mutilation? You want to talk about what the Catholic Church does when they see intersex babies? You want to talk about what the Catholic Church will do to intersex babies? They will literally have bottom surgery performed on like infants, like actual like newly born babies, because they're intersex, and they don't want complicated biology to exist. They just want people to have like, okay, we don't need to get into it. It's okay. I'm from the UK. Things aren't quite as bad as the media makes it out over here, but we're still watching the US with interest. Why, hello there, Holly. Thanks for joining us. I have heard that things are pretty rough in the UK, but it's good to know that it's not as bad as the media makes it out to be. You're both biased on this one. People acting tribalistic over the YouTube algorithms like some sort of god, and you're worried about your craft. You're both biased on this one. What are you even saying? I'm talking about factual information. So all of them are forced most of the time because of religion. Yep. There's a warning label on water bottles because people like crowbars. Checkmate conservative. I'd love to see everyone comment hearts when a troll comment is read. Maximize positive effect out of right-wing hate comments. Their excuse for circumcisions is that it's cleaner. Yes. Stupid. I don't know the Catholic Church did anything to intersex babies. Yes. Well, there's actually a very, very famous example. And I want to make sure I get his name right. I think it's Daniel Raymer. Is that right? What was his name? David Raymer. I'm sorry, not Daniel. David. I knew it started with a D. David Raymer. He was born intersex and was forcibly given bottom surgery, like was raised as a girl, and then quote unquote detransitioned. And actually David is a perfect example as to why like cis people don't need to be worried about gender affirming care or whatever, because like David was a cis person who was forcibly transitioned by the Catholic Church, and he detransitioned later in life because he was suffering from gender dysphoria, which is what would happen if a cis person tried to transition. They would get gender dysphoria. And so it's a very clear example as to why yeah, people are having very personal discussions. The intersex stuff is true. Sometimes in my day, they wouldn't even tell the parents. Yes. Oh my God, that was such a big issue. I think it's disgusting that used to be a thing, or still is a thing in some cases. I think it's like actually wild. Hello, Rallius. Welcome. Garlic bread. Welcome. Garlic bread lover. Welcome. And you're so glad you're ex-Catholic. I get that. I think that was a sign of the times, but not necessarily the church. It's just how they did it then. Well, it was definitely the church. I'm pretty sure you do realize that was a botched circumcision. Yes. Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. He wasn't intersex. He wasn't born intersex. They tried to circumcise him, and then they botched it, and then they forcibly transitioned him. So it's even worse. He wasn't even intersex. He was they just mutilated him, and then mutilated him again, and then lied to his parents and like well, maybe the parents were in on it. I don't know about that. Yeah, so I had exactly one thing wrong. I just misspoke on one point. Otherwise, I'm 100% correct. So if you saying that I'm being biased is ridiculous and wrong, Gaia. You are actually just wrong. Arlen, thank you so much for the $5. Thoughts on not becoming burned out and numb? First Trump presidency was exhausting for activists. I'm trans and so tired. This will be such an uphill battle. Yes, it will be an uphill battle. Make sure, like I said earlier, support networks, self-care, make sure you're still focused. Like, you want to enjoy stuff still. Like, we need to still have joy. We need to still have enjoyment in life. We can't let the political climate take away all of our joy. I know that it hinders it for sure. That's a reality. But yes, making sure you're taking care of yourself. And then also we need to realize that like a lot of it's going to be just talk. Ooh. So like there's going to be a lot of talk about stuff. but we will not, that's not necessarily going to translate into action. So we need, like, focus on the things that are actually being done, the bills that are actually being proposed. Do not focus on Trump's Truth Social page. Do not stare at his feed as he posts hateful content all day every day. Like we just yeah, try to make sure that you're focusing on like what's actually happening. And then at the very worst, like if you really need to, focus only at your local level. Like if you're struggling with things at a national level being so horrible, just focus on what's going on in your state legislature. That way you can think, like, if a law comes forward that's going to affect you, then you can, you can be ready for it. But you don't need to necessarily pay attention to everything that's going on at a national level, because it's going to be pretty depressing. I'm liking the idea of home birth. That could be dangerous, I think, but if it's what you want or whatever. Such a sad story. The church, oops, welp, in for a dime, and yeah. The doctors would just see ambiguous genitalia and operate to make them a boy or girl, and then give the baby to the parents as if nothing ever happened. Yeah, that was a real thing that happened. Can't wait to hear him spew BS on the trans lunacy. Thank goodness I've got school off tomorrow. Yeah, enjoy the day off. I know some people literally do exist too. I've heard stories from nurses and doctors about. Ew. I learned I don't need a permit to keep an alpaca in your hometown. That's awesome. Biased about thinking that algorithm cares about your engagement when I'm not talking about bias towards be defensive. Biased about thinking that algorithm cares about your engagement. Yeah. Of course the algorithm cares about your engagement. Like what I don't understand what point you're trying to make. Remember, the maggots aren't tired. Also, me being defensive is actually great for the stream. When I go after a chatter, it increases engagement by like a ton. So calling people out is actually like just good for me here. But okay. I'm probably intersex and my parents refused to tell me, or they denied it. Before HRT, I had large hips and a weak body hair. Interesting. I've thought about getting like a chromosomal test done just to see. I've heard, and this could be completely wrong, but I've heard that like 20 to 30% of trans people are chromosomally intersex and just have no idea. So, because like people don't get chromosomal testing done like ever. So queer joy is essential, y'all. Like, and I have some like weird hypermobility and some other things going on that like probably could be indicators of potentially some weird chromosomal stuff. Queer joy is essential, y'all. Please take it from a chronically depressed girl. Please, please, please prioritize your well-being. Agreed. Watch TV shows with good things happening to trans people as a treat or break for yourself, like Steven Universe, for example. That's a great piece of advice, actually. I'm pretty sure everyone's got school off tomorrow. Yeah. When it comes to the fight, remember, existence is resistance. Don't try to do huge things that will shift everything. Just try to do the next good thing you can and keep it going every day forever. That is beautiful advice. Like, I'm making a difference in my own community because I'm being a good representative for the trans community, like to people in my life. Like, there are a lot of people in my life, because I live in a red state, where I'm the first trans person that they've met, or the first openly trans person they've met. And that actually does make a difference. And like, that's not like cultural shifting anything. Like, it's just like a small group of people, but like one community at a time. If we all do that, then we make a big difference. Remember to drink water. Water is so good. I'm gonna open a window. I'm gonna crack a window because it's actually so hot in here. A little bit of stretch. Oh my gosh. Maybe we'll jump into some Zomboid soon. Does that sound? I mean, we're all like really into this conversation. This is all like everyone's chatting so hard. When it comes to the fight, remember, oh yeah, I just read that. Okay, if you're under 40 and haven't had a C-section, home birth is generally safe. Oh, okay. I've never heard the story before. Super Son definitely looking at after the life content. Do yourself a favor ahead of time. Unfollow any drama-driven accounts for now. You can always refollow them, but if it helps you get through their times, yeah, no, for real. Like there are a lot of content creators that like focus on the negative stuff and focus on the drama because it helps feed them viewers and stuff like that. So like if that starts to burn you out, just try to keep in mind what's actually important to follow and cut out all the excess. I'm going to try to deal with everything by just going on a walk with a friend and chatting. That's a great idea. Like have a support system, have someone that you can talk to. I think that'll make a huge difference. Those channels will be reacting to every tweet or true social post. It won't help to have a constant feed of clickbaity titles. True. True. Like you have to look past the clickbaity titles and just listen to the content of the videos. It's oftentimes the title of the video is like, this is the end of everything, and then you listen to the video and it's like, this is not the end of everything. So just keep that in mind. Maybe when we have been fighting the anti-trans creators with educational comments, we are helping them and raising their visibility. Well, that sucks. Well, like you are raising their visibility, yes. Like the way the YouTube algorithm works, you're basically gonna have like reductionist view of a complex, ever-changing algorithm that is in a black box and cannot be understood by humans. You think you're so freaking smart. You think you're like the wisest one that has ever. Okay. Okay. All right. Oh my gosh, Gaia, you're so smart. And oh my gosh, I have this reductionist view of a complex, ever-changing algorithm that's in a black box and can't be understood by humans. Oh my gosh. Like I feel like yes, the algorithm is complex, but you're overcomplicating it if you think that like having engagement is not helpful for your content. Like I don't understand what you like. Sure, the algorithm works in mysterious ways sometimes, but like here's the thing we know about the algorithm. If you are the first person to talk about something, you get more views. It's almost like being early helps. If you have like more information or a better video than other people, you also get more views. It's almost like having good content helps in the algorithm. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Am I cracking open the black box? Am I peering into the void that is not meant to be viewed by any other human? No, I'm just using common sense. Like it's an algorithm designed to do things that are good for YouTube, and those things include boosting content that receives engagement. I don't understand what you're going on about. You just think that you want to be the smartest person in the chat box, and you're not. Sorry. I mean, genetic testing is an attractive prospect, but the fact that there's very little protections of genetic material in my jurisdiction makes that scary. That's interesting. That's something that I would definitely have to look up, actually. The new L Word was really cute and has Jamie Clayton playing a cis character. I've not heard of that. I mean, where would I watch that? Being intersex is about as common as being ginger throughout the world on average. Oh, that's actually a really good. I'm going to keep that in mind, actually. I'm going to bookmark that. I'm going to use that. r/I am very smart. I totally know it happens a lot. I just never heard it in the context of the church. One more thing I disagree with the church. Big data and AI. Come on, people, get with the times. Emphasis on the new L Word. Are you going to be okay living in a red state? There's a chance we are forced to be transitioning and stuff along the same lines. I'm never going to look. They can ban my gender affirming care, but I'm not detransitioning. I will get my medicine. It doesn't matter if it's gonna be like through other channels or what. Like I'm not detransitioning. Forcibly detransitioning is like they would have to pass so many laws and restrictions that they're not going to pass. Like you would have to just like let them tell you no. You know what I mean? Like they're going to be like, "Oh, well actually you can't get your HRT from this nurse practitioner anymore. Sorry." Like are you just going to lay down and accept that? Like I'm not. I'm going to find a way to get it no matter what. So that's just the reality of the situation. Like they can try. You're the first trans person that I've met ish. Well, that's interesting to know. Thank you for that. When it comes to entertainment, anime conventions are very accepting places for gender and gender expression. That has also been my experience. I've had crazy low T throughout my life, just obviously. I had a lot of feminine features before I started taking E. I had really low testosterone before I started taking E, but I don't know what that was about. Project onto the Zomboids. Zomboid, what's that? It's a video game. It's a zombie game, basically. It's like a zombie survival thingy. My entire blue sky follow list is just gay and trans and staying away from the negativity these days for sure. That's a good idea. Ew, I broke the black box. Okay, I skipped forward again. I'm currently on a self-imposed break from video games so I can get stuff done, so I enjoy watching you play. Oh, well, that's cool. Is Zomboid multiplayer? Does it have cross-platform out on Xbox? Do you want to stream snipe in the most harmless of ways? I don't know what I could do, but in ESO context, pie you in the face and run away. I used to play ESO, actually. I really liked ESO for a while. I put like 400 solid hours into ESO, but then what? Did I just wait? Hold on. Did I just like mess up my keyboard? Oh, I did. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, there we go. I never noticed that there were little buttons on the side of my keyboard until now. It is multiplayer, but it's like server-based multiplayer. And currently, the multiplayer is not available for the new update. Like, they just released a new update, and it's all single player for right now because it's in the unstable build, which is like a beta build. I love that they're treating the algorithm like it's some incomprehensible eldritch thing when all you said was engagement boosts my content. I know. That's what I'm saying is that like it's like saying that like Eeyore is blue, and then like they're like, well, actually, if you break down at a subatomic level, quarks are like these, like they're like the atom itself is like this incomprehensible, like it. Eeyore is blue. I don't know. So much hypocrisy. All right, I'm out of here. So much defensive egoism. I don't know what the oh, I'm sad you're leaving because it was fun using you for engagement baiting other chatters and stuff, but um okay. See you later. Anyway, I don't feel like I was defensive at all, actually. I feel like I was just trying to understand where you were coming from, and then I was just confused as to why you were making the points that you were making, and then you were the one telling me that I was being defensive, even though I feel like you're just upset that I was like rebutting your points. So nothing will change. HRT bans will be no more effective than prohibition was. That's for real. For real. There were people, there are trans elders, to go back to this topic, there are trans elders who were receiving HRT before it was legal, before it was sanctioned by doctors. Like, it was a thing. There were networks for that. There will be networks for that. It is a thing. I literally don't even know how to DIY, and it's hard to ask online because they just assume you're a fed or a bad actor or something. Reddit. Go on Reddit. That's all I'm gonna say is just go on Reddit. There are certain pages on Reddit that have all the information that you need. I must get more housework done. Lovely to chat with you. No one can take who you know you are from you. Thank you. I hope your housework goes well. Thank you for being here and for chatting. I'd be a part of a support group here in Montana. I think that's what it is. Supporters together to watch. There are a lot of avenues to do what you have to do. Death before transition is resistance. Existence is resistance tattooed on your arm. That's badass. That's awesome. I literally don't even know. Oh, wait, I already read that. I have to transition on a naval ship surrounded by rightoids with Trump coming into office. I am beyond cooked. I believe in you. I believe on you. And you're on the front lines. Like, that's some real stuff right there. Like, I'm in a red state and I feel like I'm on the front lines, but you're on the front line. Getting hormones from foreign pharmacies is my method and should be yours too. No stupid interrogation questions from a doctor. They're great. Garnet is my favorite. Ruby and Sapphire are cute. She's really okay. All right. Okay. Stretching. Can't you just get HRT from liberal cities shipped to you? I think not really, like not exactly in that way. That was a funny way to word that. Eeyore's color depends on the light refraction from the chemical composition of the internal dampening. Given the goal of a commercial video platform is to maximize viewer retention for ads, it's so obvious that engagement does increase the visibility. Yes. Much like the TikTok ban earlier today, they were supposedly worried about people using apps that might be compromised, so everyone quickly switched to an app that is for sure insecure. Yeah, because most of us aren't afraid and don't have things to hide. Exactly. Exactly. Like, I saw so many people being like, I will personally deliver my information to China. Like, I will drop it off at the embassy every single day. Because people just don't care. Yes, Lip City, I'd like 3 barrels of estradiol airdropped. True. That's how it works, actually. Reddit should always be said that way. I agree. Except I just didn't do it. You can do blood work where you are. I've done it, and yeah, so you can do blood work on your own. Yeah. 3 barrels. I feel like it would go bad before you could use it all, so. Minty Mira, welcome. Happy to have you here. Happy to have you here. That's if you try to prevent people from doing things, that won't stop them. They'll just get better at finding ways to do it without permission. True. True. I loved reading about all the people switching to an actual CCP app. Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't trust the CCP either. I just think it's also very funny that people are just like, "Oh, you want us to not give our information to China? How about we like actually just like consciously give our information to China?" Oh, I love water. I love water so much. Okay, it's almost been 2 hours. Do you guys you heard that the powders? Well, I don't have a powder. I just have I have like the injection stuff. Real talk, if you're going to DIY, make sure you're looking out of yeah, look into stuff. I don't want to talk about it too much in detail because I feel like that's probably not good for monetization, but you know, look into it. Hello, Raven. Welcome. Does anyone care if I did Zomboid stuff? Oh, it's Freddy. My baby. Come here. Come here, baby Freddy. You guys want to see my cat? Yeah, here he is. Look, it's Freddy. He's such a good boy. Aww. He's a good boy. Oh, you're jumping down? Oh, you're going behind me. Okay. Lately, he's been doing this thing where he likes, like, standing behind me for some reason. That's Zomboid. I also feel like Zomboid would be fun. I feel like that would be fun. You're awesome. Thank you for making us laugh. Thank you. I try to bring a little levity to the situation. He's adorable. He is adorable, and he's hydrated too. Look, he listens to my advice. He drinks the water, and then he is happy. He's got my back. Aw, yeah. He's depressing. China is a depressing dystopia we should still be aware of in order to avoid that kind of authoritarianism. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, China has good and bad. Like, I would say that their infrastructure is actually leagues ahead of where we are at in the US. Like, the infrastructure in China is actually like way ahead of us. I've not been able to stay engaged in this conversation. What are we talking about? Wait, you have not been able to stay engaged? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. Am I jumping around too much? There are way too many ads. Oh, I'm sorry. I set it to conservative. Like, it gives me options. So it gives me a couple options with ads. And one of the options is like um like how frequent do you want the ads to be? And I put conservative. Like I put like not, you know, not that frequent. I hope it's not interrupting the viewing experience too badly. Yeah. Someone told me to kiss my cat. I just did it. He's my good boy. He likes to get kicked out of something. Always runs past your feet when you're walking. Yeah. Cats love to do that. They love to like sleep on stairs. You, a good boy. He's a good boy. Definitely not as bad as Twitch. Twitch ads are the worst. Twitch ads are so bad. I have YouTube Premium, so I actually don't watch I don't watch ads on YouTube. I've had YouTube Premium for forever because I like I have YouTube going almost all the time. Like if I'm not, like the second I end this stream, I'm gonna open YouTube and I'm gonna watch YouTube videos. Does he get treats? Yes, he does get treats actually. And tonight he's gonna get some new treats that I got for him. It's like a treat, but it's also like a multivitamin. And so he's gonna be getting that tonight for the first time. I hope he likes it. I could probably go get them and then give it to him on stream. You can always go back in the live stream while the live stream happens and set the speed to 1.5 times to catch up. Oh, that's actually like that's a good idea. Your ads were for Planet Fitness. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. This is their time. This is it. This is it for them. A lot of the China infrastructure was government jobs programs, and a lot of it is crumbling. Oh, really? We found the one YouTube Premium user, guys. He is so cute. He loves you. I listen to podcasts in the car. That's why I have Premium. Can we see him eat the treat? Yeah, I can go get him. I have YouTube Premium because every year they give me a coupon code for phone. It saves me more than I would have paid for YouTube Premium, and you get music. I just, like, honestly, the amount of time that YouTube Premium saves me is worth it. And also, like, I like to watch my stuff in the background. Like, I listen to a lot of people just talking. Like, I don't know, like Majority Report or something. Like, you don't need to have the video up because they're just chatting or whatever. And so I you know, I like having the option to watch in the background. You should feed him whipped cream. Oh my gosh. My cat's butt would explode if I gave him whipped cream. He would love it, but he would also, like, his butt would explode. I hate when I get ads about babies. Like, yeah, I feel that. Oh, I love YouTube for that. You can rewind a live stream. That's something YouTube has over Twitch. Yeah, YouTube having a VOD system is kind of huge. I like to pay for things that provide me value. I agree. Swap the word China for America and you might be on track. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, actually. Like, our infrastructure in America is crumbling, and it was all put together by jobs programs that no longer exist. But I don't know about, like, oh, Freddie just went over there and took a big old dump. That's gonna smell really bad. He just took a big poopy poop. I just heard it. I heard it. I love the Majority Report. Emma is the GOAT. I love the Majority Report a lot. I feel like they have done a lot of, like, I've learned a lot from watching the Majority Report. And also, like, I feel like they also do a really great job of adding levity and humor into the situation, like talking about stuff. Like, I just feel like they're great. They do a lot of really good they bring on a lot of really good people that do a lot of really good important research and stuff. Ads on Twitch equals missed content. Ads on YouTube, not so much. True. Cat is so cute. You've been really sad. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Takeover. That's so sad. I hope that your cat had a beautiful, beautiful little life. That's all we can hope for, right? Is that we give them the best while they're here. It's pretty crazy that your interest research has been overlapping with this whole situation. I don't know what you mean by that. Before you start playing Zomboid or whatever, I just wanted to say one thing. This community is strong. I've been learning, researching the trans experience to help with the story I'm writing. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate you saying that. That really means a lot to me to hear that. Both China and the US have infrastructure issues. China has a lot more people and therefore has to spread the resources a lot thinner. They spend a lot more on public work. Okay, I've seen stuff. We just have more money to waste. Well, we don't waste it though, is the issue. We don't spend it on anything. Cyberpunk dystopia megacity in next 5 years. I don't even think it's gonna be that cool though. Like, I don't think we're gonna get the cool cyberpunk stuff. Like, I think that everyone's I think it's just gonna be. I think it's just gonna be the dystopia. Like, I don't think we're gonna get the cyberpunk part of that. Like, maybe the cyber truck part of that, but that's a whole nother story. I need an animal. I have too much stress. Oh my god, another ad. Oh no. City, how? I don't know what you mean. We have to be careful about discussion of transition resources on the net. We can protect the resources we have. I agree. You gotta be careful. It's not the crystal knocks tomorrow. True. I appreciate YouTube Premium. The majority report is always on point. Love your stream, by the way. First time catching you live. Hang in there. Solidarity. Well, thank you, Benji. I appreciate that a lot. I appreciate that a lot. Majority report is always on point, for sure. Agreed. Cute kitty deserves money too. Just handle the ads. We should support the people we care about. Yeah, I appreciate you guys dealing with the ad. I would love to do a thing where I like manually do the ads at the end, but I don't know how that works. I need to like look into that more. Like, I think I can do a thing where I just like run ads like at the end of the stream, but I don't know. America's education is too shitty to pull off cyberpunk. We're just gonna yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. Do you guys want me to go get the treats for my boy Freddy here? I can go get the tweets for him. He's back to chilling at my back. Yeah. Welcome to Costco. Okay, I'll go get the treats. And then after that, maybe we could do some Zomboid. I'm not sure because it's already been 2 hours, but we'll see. We'll see. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. All right, what's the uh, I am getting kind of tired. I may skip out on Project Zomboid tonight. Come here. Come here, Fred. Come here. Don't you want to tweet? Here. Oh, here. Jump up. Oh gosh, I think he's gonna like it. He's like it took him so long to find the treat. Oh god, he's losing it. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think these might be these are really healthy treats too. I'm surprised that he's like it's like gimme. Come on. He will eat your hand. Yeah. No, he's pretty gentle. He's a gentle boy. He's losing his mind over this stuff. Okay, I'll give him one more. He gets one more. This is like a food topper. You can't really see it. It's like a multivitamin food topper. Yes, he is getting enough food. Yes. He's a very fat boy. Okay, he got he's eating the tree particles in the surrounding air. Yeah. And now he's gonna lose his mind for the next like 30 minutes thinking that he's gonna get more treats. He gets into this mood where he's like, oh, you gave me one treat, now I need 70,000 treats. There's none left. That's it, Fred. You can lick my hand if you want, but that's it. That's it. There's no more tweets. Oh, I got. I wish I got as excited for food as him. I get pretty excited for food. I do love to eat. I do love me some food. Aim for the bag. Yeah. He's such a Frederton. Yeah, he is. He's such a goober. He's such a good boy. He's such a good boy. He's my baby boy. Well, he really liked those treats. Yeah, you really like to tweet, don't you? Yeah, good boy. Goober mentioned. Yes. Here, let me. He's not gonna like this, but I'm gonna scoop him up a little bit. No, he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to be held. He wants treats. That's the only thing he's gonna be able to think about for the next like hour. Or treats. I really like. He like keeps sniffing my hand. Like I really goofed up by giving him the treats. Yeah, but you know, good boy. He's been a food obsessed for a really long time. He's such a fat boy. He loves eating. He loves eating so much. Okay. I'm trying to make up a decision. I'm trying to make up my mind about whether to do Project Zomboid or not tonight. I feel like we've had a pretty good conversation the past couple hours. And I'm also getting a headache. Not gonna lie. I've been up since like 5 a.m. It is now 8:30 p.m. and I have had a heck of a day and my head hurts. So I'm kind of leaning towards not doing any Zomboid tonight. But my cat does a nice trick of somehow finding the bag and ripping it open. Wonders why I don't give her treats for a while. Yeah, I have to like really hide the treats. I have to really put them in a safe location, or else he will also. I have been drinking water, but I will continue to drink water. He's now sniffing the trash can because he can smell the tab that came off the top of the bag, and so he's like sniffing the trash can for it. Freddy, you're not gonna get treats in there, buddy. There's no treats in there. Do I have a server that I play on? I do not have a server that I play on, but one thing that I would like to do in the future is potentially have a queer-friendly Zomboid server, because I hear that there's actually not very many queer-friendly Zomboid servers. So that's something that we have a big snowstorm. There was snow earlier, and then I don't know. I think I saw like an inch or two of snow on the ground. Additional, we already had snow on the ground, but you're about to go to bed. Oh, hey, Freddy. There's no treat. Trash can. He just knocked over the trash can looking for treats. He's hunting for gold. Fred, stop it. There's no treats in there, dude. Oh my gosh. It's literally all he's gonna do for the next hour. He's gonna just be like obsessed with trying to find treats. Fred. It's so cold outside. My husky mixed puppy, not puppy, doesn't want to stay out any longer than needs to potty. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cold outside. If you ever need help setting up the server, just ask. I may very well ask for help at some point. Yeah. I think that might be something that I do at some point. Also, hello, Emily. Welcome. Kitty, yes. If you scroll back a little bit, I just gave him some treats recently. So there's some footage of him getting treats, if that is something you're interested in. If you scroll back a little bit, the longer you stay on, the longer you don't have to shuffle. Well, I'm sorry that I'm gonna have to toss you back to the real world eventually. Weird fact, Brad, stop it. Weird fact, growing up when I was a kid, and would pick my nose, my grandpa would ask if I was digging for gold. That's definitely a grandpa thing to do. Fred, stop it. There's no treats in there. It's just the top of the bag, dude. It's just the top of the bag, dude. You're done. That's all the tweets you get. Give him scritches and head pats? Oh, for sure. He gets tons of scritches and head pats. Dude. He's a very sweet boy. He's a very, very sweet boy. Freddy like loves cuddling. He loves snuggling. He's a very good boy. Hello, Zennies. People are telling me to go to bed, and I may do that. I'm probably not gonna go to bed immediately because it's gonna take me a while to like decompress after the stream. But I'm thinking this might just be. Well, it's already been it's over 2 hours. It's been like 2 hours and 15 minutes. You're allergic to cats? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So sweet. It's nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you too. Nice to meet you too. Yeah, it's been 2 hours and some change, and I was planning on going for like 3 hours. I was planning on doing maybe an hour of Project Zomboid, but the headache is hitting. Like, I didn't realize how bad the headache was until I went up to get the treats. And the second that I like, there's all these lights in the screen and stuff. And the second that I was like not in front of the lights, I was like, oh, my head freaking hurts. Your brain made a connection to digging for gold thing. Oh, okay. I was wondering where that came from, to be totally honest with you. I was wondering, but it makes sense now. Before you get a headache, I already got a headache. Thank you. This was really nice. I hope you all can have a peaceful and restful night. Good night, folks. I saw the trans flag in the thumbnail. Are you trans too? Yes, I am. I make content related to news and politics. I also make transition content. Ugh. That rest is gonna feel top tier for sure. Yeah, I had a crazy day today. I think I mentioned this earlier, but like I worked this morning and there were like we were short by 2 people. And so I had to do a lot. I had to do so much extra work. It was wild. It was actually pretty wild. Let's see here. Will there be any more streams this week or any discussion of trans legislation this week? So I work a full-time job. I work 40 hours a week and I try to make content. So I'm pretty busy, honestly. I try to do what I can do. Right now, what I have been able to do is you just subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That really means a lot. Thank you, Emily. If you want to join the Discord, the link tree is pinned in the chat here. It's also in the description of the video. You can go through the description, click the link tree, pops open, Discord's there. You can join the Discord if you want. We got lots of friendly people in there. So I do one video a week and I do a stream on Sundays. This is obviously the Sunday stream. Like a cat hair on my face because I kissed Freddie a bunch. Like I can see it, but I don't know why I can't grab it. I can literally see it in the webcam, but I can't. Okay, whatever. I'll get it after the stream. Anyway, I was planning on making Fred, stop it, dude. I was planning on making a video tomorrow. So I will probably have a video up tomorrow. That's something I was planning on doing. It would be like tomorrow evening. Oh, well, actually, it might not be till Tuesday. I can feel the hair. It's bugging me. I'll get it after the stream. Anyway, yeah. I mean, I'll be doing what I can do. You know, I really want to try to get more content out as time goes on, but you know, I need to grow my channel more. I need to get more like resources for the channel so that I can like have an editor and stuff like that. All that kind of stuff will help me make more content and help me do the thing. But yes, but yeah, I will be doing what I can do. I will do what I can do. Socially transitioning took away most of the oppressed crazy dreams I used to have. I agree. I get weird. I'm on progesterone now. I've been on progesterone for like a month. And you definitely get some pretty crazy dreams from that. I've had like more than a couple dreams where I wake up from the dream and I'm like, was that real? I have like this moment where I'm like, was that a dream or was that real? Like, I don't even know. And then you have to think about it for a minute and you're like, no, that was definitely a dream. And then, oh, Freddy's being so sweet. He thinks he's gonna get more treats. Okay, yeah, my headache is getting worse. You will follow me on Discord too. Well, yeah, join the Discord. I do have a blue sky. My blue sky is in my link tree as well, so you can do that. If you guys are enjoying the stream, if people enjoyed the stream, please hit the like button. That would help me out a lot. I would super appreciate any support that you can give, liking the stream, subscribing to the channel, check out my videos, join the Discord, do all that great stuff. I appreciate that so much. You just started progesterone a month ago. You love it so far, except it makes you sick in the mornings. Does it really? I woke up feeling nauseous today, and that was like something that doesn't really happen to me very often. But I wonder if that might actually be an effect of the progesterone. Thanks for answering the question and love your channel. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate your support. Thank you. I appreciate that. Everyone that loves the channel. Aw. He's just chilling on my lap. Oh, well, he got up the second I moved the camera. But he was like sitting and he was just chilling. I want to join the Discord too. I don't know if it's worth it since I never used the app. I mean, it's up to you. You know, it's there if you want to use it. Like it's we're there. We're chilling. Got a community. Great stuff. Wonderful, great stuff. I hope everyone has a great night. I also hope everyone has a great night. This is going to be like the last chance Oh, actually, I just noticed that there was like an option available for me to like, there was like a top chat and then there was like a live chat. And I just went to the live chat, which is interesting. Like, apparently, the top chat blocks potential spam, but I'm not seeing any spam. Okay, well, anyway, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here. Feel free to check out my other content, sub, do all that great stuff. If you really want to support the channel, I do have a Patreon, and that would be like the best way to actually support the channel growing in the future. And that's pretty much all of it. So I thank you all so much. I had a great time streaming tonight. I definitely enjoyed the conversation, and I hope you all have a relaxing evening. Try to do something kind for yourself. Try to enjoy some self-care, some self-love, because we are going to have a hard 4 years ahead of us, and we need to be taking care of ourselves during that time period. So make sure you do all the lovely things and drink some water. I will catch you all next time. Peace out.